This is my audience. So you've probably heard somebody talk about or ask a runner what they're running from, or maybe you can do this yourself. And as a runner, I get this a lot. As people, they think it's odd, they don't understand runners, and they don't understand why we run and the reasons behind it and how it helps us. But they just think we're running from something arbitrary. In reality, it actually is really beneficial for our mental health, for some people at least. And this may be not helpful, or you might think it's not helpful for you because some of you probably don't struggle with mental health. You may not even want to plan on being a runner or want to be a runner. But you may find somebody someday or need to have a friend that helps that are struggling with mental issues, and you might be able to help them get better. And I hope you can, and I hope this will help you somehow. So over the past 3 years of being a consistent runner, I've logged over 5,100 miles of running, and I know how it affects the mental and physical body, and I understand how it helps with the mental stuff and help people get better and stay from doing bad things to themselves. So I'm going to be talking about how mental health is a bad thing in our society. It's something that we're seeing a lot, and we need to help it get better. And one of the things, people struggle with anxiety and depression and stress and body image and just their overall outlook on life, and they feel like they don't have achievements or anything like that. And running can give people those achievements and things and a purpose and a thing to do every day. And it's just helpful and beneficial to be a runner, and it gives a better quality of life to everybody. So let's get into this problem of mental health. According to the International Institute of Mental Health, in 2022, 23% of all adults, ages 18 through however old, have struggled with mental health in 2022. And the young adults, 18 through 25, is substantially higher at 36%. If you think about it, in young adults, that's over 1 in 3 people struggle with mental health issues in 2022 alone. And that's a big number, and that's a big issue. And I feel like it's not probably addressed properly. According to the Harvard Graduate School of Education, over the course of our lives, 50% of people will struggle with mental health at some point. And 50% of those happen before or at the age of 13, and 75% of these cases start before they're 25. So obviously we see that in young adults and teens is where we see most of our struggles start to happen and form. And this is where they need the best support and things to help them get through it at that time. And one of the reasons that we see those kids struggle with that is because of stuff they see on social media. Like according to the National Center of Health Research, they found a research by researchers at Instagram that showed about 32% of teen girls and 14% of teen boys actually felt bad about their bodies and how they looked after using the app for a substantial amount of time. And that was in 2021. Think how much more people use the app now and how much more they're seeing everything online, seeing how bad it makes them look. So one of the things that I think can help with these issues, I think so many things can help with mental health, but I think running is a really good form of therapy type stuff that can help with mental health. So with running, it kind of makes you give your body, according to the Rochester Regional Health Center, running, it helps with anxiety, it reduces anxiety, it decreases stress, it gives you more peacefulness, and those are because of endorphins and serotonin that comes through your body when you run, and the movement of running. It just helps keep your mind clear and clean your mind. It enhances and boosts your self-esteem. It improves cognitive function. It fosters resilience, and it's like a therapeutic drug for many. Over the course of my running career, I've noticed how this affects me and how it helps me, whenever I go on runs, it helps me feel better about myself and achievements, especially at the end of the week when I look back. some things that help for the effectiveness of running for mental health is being committed. You've got to have confidence in yourself. You've got to be able to endure the hard days, because when you run, you're not going to have good days and bad days, especially when you start. And you just got to work through those to get better. And at the end of the week, that's a thing that you should really do, is try to work on that and help you feel and look back at what you did throughout the week and the achievements. And it makes you feel really good when you see that weekly total of mileage that you've ran. But just every day when you go for that run, it gives you that purpose, that drive. And it's really just that thing you can look forward to help you feel better as the day progresses. And it just makes you happy, especially in my experience. So, and some people, they might think, oh, especially as guys, we can just handle our emotions. They don't have matter. They don't come to the surface ever. But they will, and they're still going to be there even if you try to hide them. So there's consequences of inaction when it comes to mental health. And we can see those through struggles and with one another. We can help struggles, and it makes people have worse life. It gives them less quality of life because they're struggling with those things. It gives them increased anxiety. It makes them just not fun to be around. And in some cases, it even results in fatalities and self-harm because it's uncared for. But whenever you do try to take care of your mental health, it helps because you're going to be an improved quality of life, because you're going to be less stressed, less anxious, less depressed, and it's just overall going to make you feel better in your life. And that's what we're looking for. So, as I wrap this speech, the one thing I kind of want to leave with you, if you remember anything, is that as runners, we're not just running to try to run away from our problems. We're actually trying to run toward something, and that's to help with our sanity. It keeps us sane when we go run. And that's what we want. We want to be sane, we want to be happy, and we want to enjoy life. And that's just what it is. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. So when we go for a run, we enjoy it. And mental health is a big issue in our society, and as people, we need to take better care of it and encourage ourselves better and help everybody. And I hope you can help somebody with that someday, knowing that this information that I gave to you.